Okay, I'm videoing from my phone instead of my camera. My camera is up here and my card's full. So what I'm planning on doing is setting up. I did one, and this was the setup part, but I'm going to make a setup ledge for setting up the tool for the counter bore. So I can set the tool the right height to do the counter bore. I'll do that for this counter bore, that counter bore, and then the spark plug counter bore on the other side. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. Well, first thing I need to do is set this tool in respect to the ball. I mean, to the right height. So let's find a spot for the camera here. I'm putting you on my tool holder here, if this will work. Not real well. Not real well. Not real well. I'm trying to stick the legs of the tripod into the. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that's. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the height stand over here and pick and get the height of the ball while it's sitting there. So the height stand here, and we'll get the height of the ball here. And okay, there's the top of the ball. I don't know if you can see the indicator or not, but I've got the top of the ball now. I'll go over to the Cadillac gauge and get a reading. Sorry about the camera. I can't move you around real well with that one. So you're kind of stuck over there looking at the tooling ball. We're going to get a number here. And the number is 1 inch, 465 and 7/10. 465 and 7/10. All right. So now that we know that number, we need to know the number from the center line down. So we subtract 250 from that, because that ball diameter is 500. And check, make sure I got a 500 ball in there. Yep. So we'll subtract 250 from that to go down to get it down to the center line. So 250 from that. That's 1 inch 215 thousandths. So now we know the height from here to there. 1 inch 215. The depth of this counter bore is 1" 41 thou. So from here down to the bottom of that counter bore is 1" 41 thou. So we're going to move over here off of the part, or off of the fixture a little bit. Like right there. And I'm going to turn my quill stop up. Whoop. Turn my quill stop up. I'm turning my quill stop up to I was always going to buy one of those ones that you can just slide up and down, but just never have, obviously. All right, so I'm going to pull that down tight on there. I'm going to set the indicator so that I can come under here and set it to this dimension, 1" 215/7. So I'm going to go over here and set that height, or set the indicator. 1" 217. 17/7. Right. Oops. I had it set and then I bumped it. Right there. That's 1" 217/7. Get the paper off here so I can set the indicator down. Oh, can't get there. I got it stand the shaft upright. I can't reach in. The shaft is going to hit this. The shaft is going to hit, so I got to stand it up right more. So we'll come back over here, turn that up right. We might have to go with. I might have to go with my regular height stand. Yep. Can't get there. So I will take and put my regular height stand. Put that indicator on there. Trying to get the indicator on. Okay, I'll get it set on the right number. The Cadillac gauge is still set. Okay. That's not gonna work. I gotta put my indicator at 90 degrees in order to get there. I'll have to turn my indicator over here like this. I'll get there. Just take it off the stem. Turn it down. All right, let's see if I can get down low enough that way. Sometimes it takes a little dinking around. Just got to be patient, and we'll get there eventually. There we go. Got it set again. All right. See if I can get there now. Should be able to. So now what I want to do is crank the knee down until I can get the indicator under the end mill. And then what I do is I set the indicator to the outside tip of the end mill, because end mills are not flat on the bottom unless it's a flat bottom end mill, but they all have I think it's like a 5 to 7 degree. Anyway, they have an angle on the bottom, so only the outside point is actually cutting. And it looks like we're set right there right now, 0. So I'm going to zero my knee out. All right, and that's with the quill pulled down against the stop. I'm just trying to see how hard I'm pulling on the quill, because you can move that quill stop. You know, those quill stops are not. They're unless you put a block underneath, they're a little springy. So I'm just going to pull it. Actually, I think I'm just going to leave it set right there and lock it. Okay, so I got my quill locked right now. And the cutter set at center line of the. So now we need to crank up 1 inch and 41 thou. So I'm just going to come over here. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to turn the spindle on now and continue. We're at 800 right now. We want to go to 1 inch 41. Nine. 10. And then we're going to go 41 thou. Okay, that's the that is the counterbore depth. And what I'm going to do is just going to mill a flat in here. Okay. So now when I'm doing that counterbore, I can come down here and set my tool height so I know where my tool is supposed to be. And then I can come and do these counterbores without guessing where I'm at. So, and we'll end up doing the same thing on the other side. I'll check my tooling ball height again. And get down on it. You got to wiggle it around, try to find the high spot. Okay, right there it is. It should be approximately the same height as what we had. We'll see. It's not. Why would that be? Why is that? Why would that be different? Because this was, because it's not symmetrical. This is not, it's not set, this isn't set on the center line of this block. Same thing here. I mean, if you look at it with a scale, when I built that, it was 200 thou off one way, I think. So if I go up against the tooling button, I got an inch and a half on that side. Go up against the tooling button on this side, I got, well, it says an inch and a half. It should be the same height. Well, I hope I didn't mess up over here. Why is that different? It should be the same height either way then. One inch 500. 1 inch 500. Now I'm confused. Because it's hitting on the edge in the same spot. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do this side like this, and then I'm going to go back and check, make sure that this is at the right height here. And I'm going to cut away to do that. It would be the same thing as what I done last time. So I freaked myself out thinking that that wasn't on center. It is on center. It is the same height. I was looking at the number before I subtracted the 250, dummy. Subtracted 250. It was 250. It was the same number anyway. So we have the tool setup spots there. Now we'll go to the other side. And here we tilt it like that for the spark plug hole. And we'll get the number here again. We'll get the number just like we did last time. Get this, and then I'll set the cutter on center line, and then I'll come over here and I will cut another notch, or a cut. Actually, I'll have to be a little pocket that I'll cut right here, and that'll be for setting the height for the counter bore. All right, should work. And I'll cut away, and I'll go ahead and get that pocket milled in there, and I'll come back when we're ready to start cutting a real one.